If you just got back from holidays and you're feeling all out of sorts, this is the video for you. Today I'm walking you through how I get back on track. When life feels chaotic, summer's in full swing, how do we get back on track when things get a little bit crazy?
I need a friend to call my own. I need a house to call my own.
I'm back from holidays. I'm really tired. So, of course, we're going to start with coffee and our Bible time. I'm using a beef protein right now with vanilla. And so we're getting into our morning routine. I am so glad to be home. It's a beautiful thing to go away, to come back, to feel so grateful for your home. So I just started doing red light therapy as kind of a new way of self-care that I'm really excited about. I'm just incorporating it into my daily routines because obviously as a mom of five, it is so hard to find time for those little self-care moments. Now, I usually use it in the morning, but to be honest, it can be used any time of day and for so many different reasons that I honestly didn't even know about. Everything from muscle soreness to acne to cellulite are all different things that you can target. Particularly right now, I'm doing this during my Bible time, during my devotional time, hoping to get rid of some of the acne scarring on my face from perimenopause and on my back, which has been a really big insecurity for me. And so when it's the morning time, I focus on doing my face during my journal and my Bible time, where I am just spending that time in my quiet living room, so grateful, and it feels so good. It's not warm. It's not like a weird feeling. It's just this beautiful glow that kind of adds to my morning routine. I know a lot of girls right now are using them in their fitness routine. So they'll put it in their gym. They'll use it during their stretches. And so I'm just trying to find realistic times that I can add this in. Right now, I'm just editing a video, and this is where I'm going to target my back acne and my scarring. And I'm just really hoping that, after a few weeks, I start to see some improvement with this scarring that has happened with perimenopause. It's so awful. I'll leave you guys the link with the code Bree in the description box below, and you guys can snag a light for yourself if you guys feel inclined. Now, as we go on, I am going to make the kids pancakes because they missed me and they missed my baking. And yes, they are boxed pancakes because I am not a perfect mom. I am going to add some flax seeds and some egg whites to this pancake mix and chocolate chips because that is how we roll over here. We don't do a pancake breakfast without chocolate chips. Now, usually I would try to eat the same as my kids just to simplify things, even if I'm trying to get back on track. But because when we were away, I felt so off, I just really needed to come back home and eat the healthy food. When you go away and you just kind of eat whatever is available to you, sometimes that means less vegetables. It means more carbs, more cheese, and I enjoyed the food so much in Quebec. But when I got home, I was ready for my high protein breakfast. So I'm quickly whipping up the kids' breakfast, and then I am going to try to game plan my day. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in the summer when there is no set routine, I truly find it so much harder to get back on track. There's no momentum getting you going, right? Like there's no morning school routine. And so in my mind, I'm trying so hard to get this morning routine in. I'm trying to do my Bible time. I'm getting up before the kids most days, but I'm also trying to give my body that extra rest right now in a season that I truly feel like it really needs it. Summer is a taxing time on us mamas. It's a constant mom. And I feel like if we can sleep in and push our morning routine a little later, that's also so good for you. And so kind of judge how your body's feeling. So pancakes are done. I'm moving on now to my oatmeal breakfast. This is so simple, you guys. So I'm always going for like 40 to 50 grams of protein at every single meal to feel my best and to not be starving and hangry because I have a really fast metabolism and I'm very active. And so I find that if I don't have a very filling breakfast of 500 to 600 calories, I'm starving very, very early. So we're doing half a cup of oatmeal here, and then I'm going to be microwaving that just with water. Then I'm going to add some of my beef protein to it. And then on top of it, I'll be adding a half a cup of 1% cottage cheese. And honestly, it's kind of a warm, cheesy, easy to go to dish. And I think that it's a really great way to keep your meals simple. Okay. When you're trying to get back on track, don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything fancy. Just keep it simple. Here's the end result with blueberries on top. Now, if you are like me and coming home from a holiday feels like you are so lost and you are so exhausted, I want you to remember to prioritize rest. So not jumping back into a super crazy routine when you're getting used to things. I'm doubling up on my vitamins as we get back in the rhythm. I've got my vitamin D, my vitamin C. that clip before was my son's blueberries and was just an example of the real life I live. Just mom life, and how much food we go through is blowing my mind this summer. So vitamins are so important for me because I often get sick, especially around before my period, which is actually quite common for women. So if you're struggling with that, like you feel like every month you get a little sick, try upping your vitamin C. It helps me. So now I'm getting my creatine ready and my BCCAs. So usually I don't do these, but lately I've been finding that I am a little bit more sore. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I like to limit my expenses when it comes to supplements. But for today, it felt like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm sore. I've been traveling. So I'm doing up some hydration here, BCCAs, and now we are getting ready. So I'm the kind of person who really struggles to get ready, especially in the summer when there's nobody telling me that I have to be somewhere at a certain time. I really run well on momentum, and the momentum right now in summer is none. So doing my hair or getting ready physically is really the only way that I am going to be able to show myself that it is time to get moving. One of my little girls here is making my bed for me, being my little helper, and I'm showing you guys the backside of my hair because people often say to me, how do you do your hair? How do you braid yourself? So I thought maybe if you could see it from the back, it might help you, but French braids are like a greasy hair mom win, and I will do them all summer long to keep that hair off my back and just keep myself from overheating because we all know how that hair is so incredibly warm. Okay, so there's been a slight change in the fitness plan. I had to get groceries, had a lot of clients. When it came to 2 o'clock, I felt like I got hit by a bus and I realized how tired my body is, and it is not wise to lift weights when you are in a sleep deprived, stressed out state. So to care for myself today, I am actually going to just go for a walk tonight, maybe 15 minutes long, and hopefully that is enough. That's enough movement for today. Self-care does not always look linear. It's a bit chaotic here, and I just have to fit in little bits as the day goes. So I had to go grocery shopping, and I want to share this hack that I used when I am just so tired that I can't think about what we're going to meal plan. So I literally looked in my freezer and my fridge and I said, what meat do we have? What can I possibly use? And then I opened up ChatGPT, and I'm no word of a lie said, hey ChatGPT, I have beef, I have chicken, I have some leftover noodles, I have rice. These are the vegetables I have. Can you please make me a simple meal plan that is going to require few ingredients from the store? And it gave me kind of like a list of ideas for what I could make out of what I already have. So that's going to be a huge money saver for you. I often just run to the store without making a list, and that's just because I decide last minute that I'm going to go, and I'm really trying not to do that. Prioritizing protein is always what I'm doing in the process, but summer just feels out of control. So I am doing my best here with what I have and trying to minimize the amount of trips that I take going to the grocery store. So to get on track in terms of nutrition, I really do focus on hydrating well, having that protein. As you can see, I've got a turkey pepperoni stick.
I'm so tired. I'm having a pick-me-up. Not the best pick-me-up, but it'll do.
Giving myself some credit that I started with the turkey pepperoni stick and I topped it off with a pancake because I was really feeling that low energy, and it was not going to be a day that I was going to be in a big calorie deficit or decide, oh, I might just need to lose a few pounds. We tend to come home from our holidays and feel like I'm bloated, I'm gross, I need to get right back into rhythm. And then we undereat for a few days, wondering why we can't recover from the travel and from the exhaustion of the trip. So here I am having some leftovers in the fridge. It's just spaghetti. I'm using spelt noodles with the turkey sauce, and I'm obviously loving it. It is a fun thing to have leftovers around here, and it doesn't happen very often, but I weighed my noodles and I weighed my sauce, and I kind of just did my best guess as to how much, sauce that would have been and how much ground beef would have been in the sauce. So as the day went on, it just disappeared from me. I have no idea how days go by so fast in the summer and how you can really feel like you've gotten nothing done. And that's why you're going to see after I make dinner here tonight, we are actually going to do a second day of this video. I'm recording a few things that I wanted to get done today, but I didn't get done, and things that needed to get done to get back on track after I had finished being away, like my garden. It was really overwhelming with all the kale. So
We are making some chicken stir fry for dinner tonight. It's going to be simple, and the kids are going to have it with noodles, like a chow mein style noodle. And I had some frozen quinoa, so I'm prioritizing that because I'm feeling bloated and swollen, and I know that I should just maybe, avoid that gluten if I'm feeling kind of gross. So a simple recipe of soy sauce, brown sugar, sesame oil, rice vinegar, and I always use Japanese barbecue sauce on top just to finish off the flavor. It's just so good. It's a Costco staple, and I hope it stays because you guys know what Costco does. They have things for a while and then they run out. I also used some ginger in this, and I'm just gonna whisk it up, and then I'm gonna pour half of it on the chicken that I already cooked, and I'm gonna pour half of it onto my vegetable stir fry. I currently have one frying pan. That's my reality. I need a new one. And so what I did was I cooked the chicken first, moved it into a separate bowl, and then cooked the veggies afterwards, which you guys will see here. This is about 6 chicken breasts. I know that's a lot, but we have a big family and it is what it is. These are the egg noodles that I'm using for the kids, and they cooked in under 2 minutes, which was really fast. Now I'm using the Costco veggies that I had purchased a few weeks ago, I think before I left, and they are such a good staple to have on hand. I love a good stir fry. I don't know if you guys do. Pop it in below. If you have an amazing stir fry recipe, please share it. I would love to hear your sauce, your specialty. Trying to change things up is really hard for me. I'm just such a boring routine girl. It's like tacos, spaghetti, stir fry. I really want to get creative, but I'm going to hold on to that for fall because these summer days are short and I just want to spend them with my kids, investing in their lives. If there was one self-care tip that I could give you for when you started to regroup after a holiday, it would be to have lower expectations than you originally started with. So I know it's easy to come in from camping or a holiday and just be like, I have 70,000 loads of laundry to do. I need to mop. I'm overwhelmed because the cat hair was all over the ground and I haven't vacuumed for 2 weeks. There's this big list, but as we get older especially, I'm just noticing we are more tired, and I'm thinking that is normal, and it's because we still have these expectations that we should be able to run at level 10 all the time. And in reality, if you can just get home and nourish your body, have some quiet time with the Lord, and just really regroup physically before you try to tackle all the other things that you know you need to do, you are going to be that much better off and heal and recover from the trip, however that looked for you, whether it was a sleepless night camping or a crazy airplane ride that got extended and you got stranded at an airport like I did. It takes time to recover from travel, and it is a stressor on the body. So be gracious with yourself. The kids loved this dinner. This is my stir fry veggies there that you see. And as you can see, the chicken went really fast. The macros on this were amazing. And by the end of the day, I had got to 150 grams of protein, which made me so happy because it didn't even feel hard. And I think that's one of the things that all of my clients say when they first start is that it's so hard to get to that protein. But once you get into this rhythm, you won't remember what it was like to not hit that protein goal. I promise. So it is the next day now. As you can see, I am finally getting a workout in. I had to push that workout off all day long. I was just not feeling well enough to do it, and I was trying to be intuitive, but also I really wanted to get back on track. So I wanted to get this workout in yesterday and it didn't happen. I'm a real person, and obviously it's not going to happen when I have to lay in my dog's hair. So the first thing I wanted to do is quickly vacuum. So we're going to consider this the warm up. It's mom life, so that's what it is. And then I'm getting ready to go here, and my sweet puppy just loves me so much and missed me, obviously. You're getting your hair all over my clean floor. You're getting your hair all over my clean floor. It's okay. I need a girl. When it comes to your workout routine and you're coming back from a trip, you need to take it slow. I'm going to give you guys a little pep talk here in a few minutes, but just remember that I know you have more energy in your body because maybe you didn't work out on your trip, but you need to take it slow. Okay, so you've taken a week off of working out. You're going to have like so much energy to put into this first workout, but my biggest thing that I would like to say to you is do not push it. You will not be able to sit on the toilet tomorrow. I've learned this lesson the hard way, taking 2 weeks off and feeling so strong and like ready to push it and like rejuvenated. but then the actual muscle soreness is like so intense. So I'm gonna go light through all the movements that the girls are doing in my program right now. Really lightweight, just lower body, not mixing in full body because then I'm gonna be sore all over. And that's what I'm gonna do for today's workout. A little bit of movement, maybe a walk. This is how I'm resetting. I'm gonna ease into it. I'm not gonna go crazy. Let's go.
When I was really unwell and unhealthy with my fitness and so obsessed with getting it perfect, this kind of thing would have driven me absolutely crazy. Like, the idea that the dog wants to lay with me would have made me absolutely mental, and I know that for a fact because when I was in the depths of my disordered food and body relationship, I was irritable all the time.
You're in the way.
My kids, they would drive me crazy if they were, in the way, and I just felt irritated. And it's really sad for me to admit that and acknowledge that, but I know that there's another mother out there who is feeling that overwhelm, that stress, that anxiety that I struggled with for so long when my kids were little. And I hate that that's my story, but that is my story, and I feel like it's part of God's beautiful testimony in me. Just that he is so good. His way is better. And truly, I am so healed compared to that woman before. Workouts are fun now. There's no punishment. It's just worshiping God and celebrating the fact that I've been given this good and glorious body to live in and to serve others. My garden absolutely took off when I was gone, so I need to harvest this kale, and then I'm so excited to see all the things growing well because I was a bit worried the dog trampled it quite a few times. So we are going to get some of this green onion going on here and then get some of this kale harvested. Growing God's glorious foods in my own backyard, something that I haven't really had the energy to do until the last couple of years, but here we go. I'm giving it my best shot. If you guys missed my last video on my top Bible verses for self-control, I really think it's going to help you with your fitness and health journey and just making it more about God than about you, and that is what we do on this channel. If you love this video, please give it a like, share, and a thumbs up. I truly appreciate every single one of you and your support. I hope you guys have the best day. See you next week.